Welcome back, my oodles and noodles, to more Valheim Zero Death. You already know what today is going to be. It's going to be more of a stay at base kind of day. But I think we're going to add a little bit of hunting into the mix as well. Maybe some gathering, but it's time to actually get all of our silver smelted that we gathered last time. You all had such insanely funny, let me just say, the comments about how you actually use your carts and how you guys managed to retrieve silver is actually hilarious. And I can't help but want to try it. The comment that like fully sent me was, you guys build a ship on the mountain and then you just let it roll down the entire mountain. It's honestly kind of, I would say it's almost worth trying. Okay, for today's episode, we obviously want to get a bunch of stuff smelted as well as some base improvements. And I think something that could make our job a little bit easier here is if I could stay a little bit closer to our locks. I need them to start, you know, I need to have the good locks production, and it doesn't seem like I've got that right now. It's kind of obvious. But if we stay close to where the locks are, then they'll have a better chance at overall production. And I do need, obviously, more wheat, so we got to do a lot of farming. We got to do some base. I was thinking about putting a roof on top of the locks pen, so we could do that type of base improvement, or I could build up more walls around it. That's kind of what I was thinking. It just won't help with the smelting. Like, I'll need to come back very often and replace all of the smelting and get it at a better production as well. If I want to get all of this smelted by the end of this episode, we're going to need a lot of wood. You know, and before we do so, let's go grab our elder perk. I actually have not used the elder perk like ever, so I have no idea how much better it is, but it really doesn't hurt to go get it. Some of you guys brought up a really good point. Like, if I'm gonna be farming for wood, this kind of has to be a priority, retrieving the elder perk. I could even get a bunch of these trees, actually. Let's do that. All right, let's take a look, see how much this helps. Okay, I think that was just because of my axe and how strong it was. Come back! All right, let's do a single hit. Wait, does it? Oh, I feel like I have so much power. Trees fall at my will. Oh my god. I don't know if this is just a placebo effect, but it really does kind of feel like it's a lot easier. Okay, I am full of wood. That's a very odd sentence. Don't read into it. So I needed a lot of wood for the kilns. I also needed a lot of wood for any type of base renovations for the locks pen. Like I said before, I think I'm thinking about adding a roof to it. Wonder where my cart even is. Where did I even put that thing? I don't have any more of the elder perk, but I'll just go mine for these trees anyways. Actually, you know what? My cart might be on the other... If we're gonna be doing stuff near the plains base, we should probably do stuff around the plains base. I'll come back here at the end of the in-game Viking day, and I'll add a bunch of new stuff to the smelters while they're going off. Oh, I also should have brought my gear. Yeah. Oh god, I'm doing this all out of order. Come on. Feels like I'm just now waking up. It's always nice to have a full day off, and Sundays I definitely took advantage of the full day. It was so nice. There you are. Oh yeah. So since there are a lot more of you guys now, I would say that for those who don't know, while I do my little Viking chores here, for those who don't know, this is a Zero Death series. It kind of morphed into that accidentally, because originally it had been like a permadeath series, but then the creators of the game, the developers of the game, actually made a hardcore mode, a true and tried hardcore mode of their own making. And from there I was just like, oh, you know, we haven't died yet. Maybe we'll just make it into that. And so formed this Zero Death playthrough series. But it's also become something more casual than that. So for any weary Vikings that want to obviously ascend to Valhalla and want to do so in a chill way, then you've found the right people. We do this most every Mondays and Tuesdays, you know, twice a week, where we just try not to die and live out our Viking days. Right now we're at Yagluth. We're trying to find Yagluth at least, but I since discovered that it's been kind of difficult to get things done, being that I'm a solo Viking and all. It's been hard to get things done and progress through the story of the game, so I've taken these next several weeks to just do pure Viking chores, Viking mining, and expeditions, and things like that. So we're kind of in farm mode You've caught us at a time where we're doing mostly farming things, but soon we'll get back on track and look for Yagluth and do more Viking exploration and such. But I needed to have more, I needed to have fully upgraded armor and weapons. We've done iron exploration and silver exploration so far. The next couple things that we need to do is a black metal run, I think a tar run, and we need to do more farming / hunting. Because we're running out of some very, very high food items. Like we're out of lox pies and we're out of blood puddings and things like that. So I would say the next 2 days are going to be dedicated to home improvements, hunting and gathering, farming, chores and things like that. Next week, we'll probably focus more on black metal if we can get everything we need to done here. But we haven't spent a lot of time in this little base, and our locks need us to be kind of close by so that way we can, you know, get them to do the deed, so they say. Oh, I got a lot of stuff in here. I did not realize that. All right, I'll remember to plant these when I get back, but I'm gonna put them in there just in case. We'll just leave them there for a second. We're gonna go fill up the forges. We're gonna throw this into the windmill so that way we can start getting some more wheat. Oh, look at my poor little food chest. It's like not where it needs to be. Yeah, we'll definitely need to do some hunting ASAP. I think we gotta start with the loxes though. Go to the plains and start killing a bunch of loxes. I'm a little nervous with where my health is overall. It's definitely not high enough for where it needs to be. Okay. Oh, I forgot to fill. No, let me. Dang it. I was gonna say I forgot to fill the stupid forges. They do best at night because they just smelt instantly. Good morning to you too, game. Not happy with myself. Day 232. Day 232. Ah, yes. There's nothing more satisfying than running by everything and picking it all up. Okay, everything is full now. Let's go ahead and head back over. The goal is to build. We might need our paver. Where did that? Wait, where did I put my paver tool? Oh, I remember. I put it in here because I'm running out of room for all my weapons. Isn't that something? All right, let's replant all these bad boys. Planting is not as easy as farming because the farming with the at gear is so much easier. So I figure, hey, let's talk. You know, this is the time to do it during one of the most boring things about Valheim. This is truly one of the most boring things about Valheim. But do you guys have any Valentine's Day plans? Any lucky man or lady? Or do you guys just not celebrate Valentine's Day anymore? I feel like with all of the holidays, I feel like Valentine's Day is getting swept under the rug more and more as the years go by. And I can't tell if that's because, you know, it kind of gets swept under the rug more with age and time, or if just everyone in the world right now is just kind of like, we don't really need all that gushy, mushy stuff anymore. Do you guys, if you guys are celebrating, are you guys doing gifts? Or are you doing like special occasions? I'm curious. I'm a gift giver personally. That's how I express my love. I love receiving gifts and I love giving gifts. It's just a way for me to express, and rather than words, I get to express how I feel about somebody depending on what it is, right? Because there's like a million things you could buy for somebody. They could be expensive. They could be not expensive and kind of like close to the heart. It could be like really sentimental gifts, or they could just be really expensive. Yeah, like I said, really expensive gifts that tell exactly what you're thinking. You know, a very romantic gesture, as they say. It also doesn't leave things to the imagination. If you give somebody a gift, I feel like your feelings are on the table, you know? Okay, what is going on? Hey. What's going on? Who's going crazy right now? Do I need to beat somebody up? I think you guys are fine, but I guess I'll check the perimeter here. All right, are you guys worried about this Desquito? I'll take care of him for you. Oh, you know what I could do? I could stick around I could start building my bridge into the plains. That was a massively awesome idea, by the way. I should patent it. So I started this like haphazard bridge that's gonna go across the plains, help like with my traveling. I just haven't like put any effort into it yet, but I still think it's a cool idea. You guys seem to be doing very well. You guys want more flax? I took care of that nasty Desquito. Don't worry. I've got you. All right, can we get back to our thing? Oh, I don't have any more flax. I think I gave it all to the locks and that's fine. I'm also just gonna start building the rest of this wall. I don't really think I need it. It's kind of nice though. Nice to have. I wish I could have like an automatic thing that allows me to keep all these torches lit. Like I really like them and I like having them. And I have so much resin that it doesn't like bother me to use them. To use the resin, but I hate filling them up all the time. Yeah, once I have this wall built, on a side note, I am going to start like making that bridge a little bit better. And I think I will build, oh, stop. I think I will build a roof for my locks. And then we'll make like a nice little gate right here so we could go in and out. Ooh, have any of you guys seen Has Been Hotel yet? It's like all over the internet. So it's kind of hard to think that you guys haven't heard of it at least once. For any of those that have enjoyed adult animated cartoon TV shows, such as, you know, Amazon's Invincible, Arcane. That was a Netflix special, so Arcane. If you guys liked any of those and you like musicals, you will die if you watch Has Been Hotel. I loved it so much. I thought it was so raw, so cool. Definitely check it out if you haven't. Make like a movie date out of it. Yeah, this place really feels like protected now. Like, this feels really safe. Look at that. If anybody really wants to get to me, they're gonna have to like really go around, or they're gonna have to break this rock formation, or they're just gonna have to break the gate, which they can absolutely do. Okay. So while we still have just a little bit of daytime left, let's go ahead and add resin. Oh God, to have all these lights back up like all the time. I'll have to bring a bunch of resin over. I have almost an entire chest full of resin, so it shouldn't be that hard to do. It is getting a little too dark. I don't know how much building I can do in the dark, but I mean, so far locks seem to be pretty happy. There's almost a couple of them, so we could slaughter them. But I thought maybe we just add some walls and some floors. Yeah, like this. Do the locks also hate fire? A part of me wants to put like a big bonfire in with them. I think that might be a terrible idea. Okay, and it's too dark. I know these little tiny sticks will not ward off the locks, but maybe it'll stop them from trying to like climb over each other. Oh yeah, having some lights along this wall again would definitely look so cool. Okay. Another day gone. Just does not feel like time flies as fast as it does, but it really does. It flies. All right, before we forget like we did last time, let's go ahead and fill all these back up. I'm also, today I was thinking a lot about Elden Ring. I know, how can I be thinking about Elden Ring when I'm a Viking today? But, oh, day 233. Day 233. Us getting so close to the end is making me so sad. I did not expect us to be so close to the end. Not even halfway through February. Does anyone know when the DLC is supposed to come out? I have to look it up after this, after I'm done recording today. Okay, everything is reloaded. So I also have a bunch of wheat coming through. I think next episode we have to go hunting. We have to go fishing, hunting, gathering, killing things, and just going all out because I'm down to like my last piece of sausage and my last piece of bread. I'm gonna be a hungry Viking once more. Oh, I forgot my stupid resin. All right, hold. Sorry. The things you forget. All right, that should be enough. What do you guys think? 3 stacks of resin? Enough for what I want to do. I mean, I do have a lot of standing torches just hanging around. So yeah, I'm sure this will be just fine. Oh, this whole place lights up when it's got lights. Home day indeed. I'm too fast. I'm literally trying to stay on top of the thing here, on top of the wall. Oh my God, there's so many little locks running around. Okay, we still need to do the entire wall around this. So we need a lot of wood. I mean, but it's looking nice. I like this. Okay, we definitely need so much wood. I still have yet to name the locks. I don't know why I'm being indecisive about it. I've never been good with names. So maybe we just like call it locks 1, locks 2. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like other content creators that are just like on site with their names. They're so good with them. Maybe I put too much thinking power behind it, and maybe I need to think less and just do. Right? All right, that was like the last of my food. So when I'm done here, I'm gonna have to start foraging and making food. I'm just leaving myself so vulnerable though. Here we go. This should be good. I mean, if this block of dirt would go away. I will say Xbox building versus the PC building is so annoying. Like, this is meant to be a PC game and it's just really hard because sometimes like the building mechanics just don't line up at all. I'll have to delete this after I'm done with this, the bench. So that way it doesn't look super tacky. I mean, I know this is no This isn't any roof or anything like that, but I mean, it's a start. I like thinking that maybe they can't get over. Like this tiny little round pole fence is definitely not enough to keep them held in here, but it's a start. It's a lot easier for me to like actually keep an eye on them. And that was all of my wood. This corner is definitely the most, oh, for a second, I thought that was a lox. It's just a rock that I haven't finished. But this is definitely like, this makes me feel more safe thinking that they can't climb over. They'll definitely destroy that. Like, I have no doubt they'll destroy that. Hello, lox. How are you guys doing? You guys have enough food? Yeah, you do. Oh my gosh. Well, it's definitely good that we've been hanging around here. We need to stay around here. The amount of stuff that we've already done has helped tremendously in the lox production. I love having all these lights everywhere. We gotta chop more trees down though, so I can actually put more lights up. Or I just snag these. All right, we only have like 10 wood. Don't really need that much anyways. Oh yeah. It looks so good. I wish I could add like hanging braziers. I think when I put a roof on top of the lox, I will add hanging braziers. Just how cool would that be? So far, so good. We haven't done a lot of work here yet, but it just takes so much chopping. But this is a good start. I don't think they can climb over, and if they do, they have to destroy that. Best thing is that I would say that the monsters and the mobs can't really get to them, and that's the biggest thing here, is that they can't get over there. So the lox can't be too destructive. We'll need to control the population though, so they don't get too out of hand. Probably have to go check in on our smithing and our foraging, not foraging. A lot of work has gone into this world so far. It feels cool to have all these different types of like Viking real estates around here. All right, let's continue to add a little bit more. I'm feeling a little nervous. I don't have as much health. I am a little nervous about the death skeetos, but you know, this game's all about taking risks, right? That's what we do on the daily. We risk it all. When the fog actually starts to clear, this whole area looks so good. It's so funny because the fog feels so much like a filter sometimes that it's like when it gets revealed, like it's just, again, it looks so clean. And having all these lights everywhere really actually helps out. And actually you can see. Isn't that crazy? I know, when you put lights everywhere, you can see. What a crazy life discovery, you guys. What the heck? Don't rile my lox up, please. Where are they? Okay, you riled up my lox and I'm not very happy with you wherever you are. Oh my god. Oh, stop. Okay. It's dead. It's dead. Chill, 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 chill. Chill. Are you guys chill? Be chill. Okay, thank you. No. Be chill, chill, chill. Please be chill. Oh, he's just destroying my walkway. Okay, I think we're good. It's okay. I took care of the threat. I took care of it. Doing this at night is not a good idea. Let's get out of here. We'll go ahead and refill everything while we're at it. Before Viking sleep takes us. Everything's full. We're good. Day 234. Day 234. 234 days without dying. Not that these couple episodes have proven to be all that exciting or anything. No life risking or anything like that, but sometimes it's good to just take some Viking days off. And good news is we've almost made it through the entire silver that we brought back. Okay. I've had to result in making old food again. Deer stew and onion soup. My stamina go crazy, but my health is not doing so well. But obviously on this beautiful, not rainy day in Valheim, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. Next time we will be going on a hunting and gathering trip. So because all of our silver is practically mined already, I do want to finish up the lox pen, but I also really want to start gathering up a bunch of lox meat, frost glands, wolf skewers. I want to go fishing again, so we're just going to be trying to fill up a cart full of meats, veggies, and gathered herbs. So join me for next time. Obviously subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss out on any more Viking content, as well as Elden Ring and variety video content. And I'll see you Vikings in tomorrow's video. Mwah.